show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, stole my name. King crown, me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style, on elevators could never fade us. I peep data saying anytime they congratulate.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and we'll see Foye Oluwakan, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Jags and the Colts on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 20, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers from last week's game for Ebron: 6 catches, 65 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of it.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former #7 overall pick. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Jones. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free, and the Colts pick it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal.
All the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they've got it 1st and goal at the 3. What a place to start. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 3. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by playing. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. They tested perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's going to air one out. And Unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. To Taylor on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Jones hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort in that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
False start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the option to give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to the 18. On 2nd and 9. Jones over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Blankenship's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. They've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Jones' throw pulled in by Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones going for the deep ball. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Ryan Tannehill, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Desmond Ridder, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that should set them up well for the second half to come. Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the second half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25 on second down. Jones firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jones to throw on third down. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jones on 3rd down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. A give for Taylor running right side. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now the pitch goes to Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Jones throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Blankenship's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable, and all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime mix had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that is no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Finding space at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts. Formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 63 yards on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, Lawrence trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing, Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones. Pass complete. It's Hines on the crossing route here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This for a fourth quarter lead. Blankenship's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this, and that's now 5 field goals converted in this game.
They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Lawrence will throw. Pass incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. He went backward. He did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.